Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Rock Fabulous 40s. I've got my coffee here this morning. It is Saturday morning, and I've got plans today to do a little bit of running around with my mom. I'm going to go meet my mom for lunch, and we're going to go to La Baguette, which I only get to go to with her, and it's really good. I don't know if La Baguette is like a nationwide thing. I'm not sure, but it's yummy. So anyways, I'm going to be meeting my mom today. We're going to get some lunch and hopefully do a little bit of running around. Okay, so today's video, we're going to talk about Viseart. Now, Viseart is something that's been majorly hyped up on YouTube for quite some time, and everybody just raves about Viseart and just how great they are. So I wanted to try it. Now, the typical Viseart palettes are $80. I could not bring myself to buy an $80 eyeshadow palette. Those eyeshadow palettes have 12 pans in them. You can pick from matte palettes or shimmer palettes, but 12 pans, $80. Holy crap, I just couldn't do it. When I have really good Urban Decay palettes, my Naked palettes, which I love, for $50, and those are 12 pan palettes and perform really, really well. But I did want to try Viseart because everybody just talks so highly of it. It's just so hyped up. Is it worth the hype? That's what I wanted to know. So instead of going and buying a full-sized $80 palette, I picked up a Viseart Theory palette, and I got the one in Amethyst. Now, the Theory palette is quite a bit smaller. It's very compact, very cute. It is, how many grams of product in this? It is 12 grams of product, and I really like the feel of it. It is a cardboard, but it feels really nice. It has this little tab here that you can pull open. I'm going to go ahead and open this guy up. I have had it for a little while. I did haul it in a video not too long ago. I'll leave a link for that haul down below. But, oh, and by the way, I did get this at Sephora. Okay, so you pull the tab and this little bottom piece comes open here. And then you have this piece right here, which actually has the shadows. It's got a decent mirror, and I still have the plastic on the mirror. I have not pulled that off yet. But it comes, when you first get it, with this plastic piece over the top. And I've held on to this plastic piece. I don't know why. I don't think it makes a difference keeping it, but I just kind of feel like it keeps my palette cleaner, keeping that over the top, so I'm keeping a hold of that. And this is what the shades look like in the Amethyst palette. And they do have like several different, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 different shade ranges of this palette, but this is the only one I have. One of the things that I like about this palette, and actually, let me back up just a little bit. Let's go back to the packaging just a little bit. What's really cool about this palette, okay, is this little tab right here will bend under and it will magnetize to the back here, so you can actually use it as like a little easel. Isn't that cute? And that's actually what it's made to do. So I can actually stand it up on my vanity here, and I can dig my brushes in and use it as it's just standing here. So it's very, very user-friendly. Also, with the packaging, these shadows are removable. Do you guys see the little divots here? So you can actually remove the shadow. So if you have a couple of different Viseart palettes that you really like, but you want to just kind of mix and match the shades to give yourself a custom palette, you can do that. You just pop them out, pop them in, you can create your own custom palettes. Alright, so again, this is the Amethyst palette. This is a purple, very purple palette. You have 3 mattes and then you have 3 shimmers. So this gave me the opportunity to try both the matte and the shimmers and not have to buy either a matte palette or a shimmer palette in the larger ones. So I get the opportunity to try both. I am wearing it today. And let me go ahead and swatch these guys for you, because before I really talk about if I like it or not, I want to show you guys the shades. So let me go ahead and do a couple of swatches. Okay, so here are some swatches for you guys. These are the mattes on this side and then the shimmers here. Okay, so they are really, really pigmented. The shimmers are just beautiful. Look at how pigmented those shimmers are, and they're just like glimmering in this light. They're really beautiful colors. When I first received the palette, I ordered it from Sephora online. When I first received it, I couldn't help myself. I had to get it out and I had to swatch it. And when I first opened it up and felt the shades and swatched them, I kind of felt a little disappointed, to be honest. I felt like, did I get a bad palette? Because I felt like the shades, especially the mattes, I felt like they were kind of hard and dry. And when I swatched the mattes, I went, you know, they're really not all that pigmented. What the hell are people talking about? And then I swatched the shimmers, and the shimmers were a little bit better as far as texture and swatching than the mattes were. And I just thought, I don't know if I'm going to like this. I don't know if $45 for 6 pans of these eyeshadows are just going to really blow my socks off, because I'm just not real impressed with the swatching. After swatching, I felt kind of disappointed. I really did. I did not think that these were going to live up to the hype. Okay, so as I was applying them the first time, I felt the pigmentation was pretty subdued. I wasn't really impressed with the pigmentation, but where I was impressed was the blendability. So the blendability plus one, the pigmentation wasn't great. So I applied it a second time. The second time I applied it, I kind of felt the same way about it, but I forced myself to keep using this palette. I am wearing it today, and I am wearing every single shade in the palette today, and I gotta tell you guys that the more I have worn it, the more I have enjoyed it. I went from kind of a little bit of disappointment, just kind of, it's okay, nothing to write home about, to I'm really liking this palette, okay? So it just really, really grew on me. First of all, I love purples. Purples look great with brown eyes and green eyes and hazel eyes. I love purples. Purples are right up my alley. That's number one. Number two, it's very, very hard to find a really, really good purple shadow. It's hard to formulate a good purple shadow. A lot of times they come off really patchy or no pigmentation. But the more I used it, the more I got pigmentation out of these shadows, if that I know it's really weird. Like today, I thought I was going to go for kind of a light look today, but it actually came off really pigmented. So as I apply these more and more, I fall in love with them more and more. And I think one of my favorite things about this is, remember earlier I said that the mattes felt kind of hard? They did. They felt kind of hard, not real smooth, not real buttery feeling when you stuck your finger into it. However, I find with the texture of these now that when I apply them, there's no fallout. I didn't have to brush away any fallout. Unlike those really buttery, soft, creamy type shades, I usually end up with a lot of fallout that I have to just kind of brush away off my face. I didn't have to do that with this. I didn't have to do that with the shimmers either. Even though the shimmers are a softer texture, a more buttery, smooth texture than the mattes, I didn't have to brush those away either. So it's almost like the shades are right in between a hard, chalky texture and a soft, buttery texture, like that right in between where it's just perfect and you don't get the fallout from it. So I really, really like that. But the number one thing that I love about this, as the pigmentation has grown as I've been using it, the main thing that I love about this, and you ladies that are about my age or even older that have some crepey eyelids, because I got me some crepey eyelids, anytime I apply eyeshadow, anytime, and it could be an amazing palette, it could be one of my Naked palettes, which I love, it could be one of my Smashbox palettes, it could be my It Cosmetics palettes or my Tarte palettes, it does not matter. I have to really blend out the crease, because what I end up getting is like right in this area right here, right in this area, like right here, okay, I get these little skips. It's like I'm trying to blend the shadow into the crease, and it kind of skips and it gets a little blotchy right there, so I have to blend, and I mean I'm blending for a really, really long time to get rid of the skips. Some eyeshadow palettes, more so than others, blend a little easier, but I always get little skips. And I have some eyeshadow palettes, I can't even get rid of the skips no matter how much I blend. And I hope you guys are understanding what I mean by little skips. It almost looks like when you're blending, it just kind of goes skip, skip, and it just, you have these little, like, darker patches right there. It's I don't know how else to explain it. I hope you guys are understanding what I'm saying there. This, I hardly had to blend at all. I'm telling you guys, there was no skipping at all. That was the biggest thing that amazed me so much with this palette. Yeah, my overall thoughts on this is I love this. I love this palette. I'm excited about this palette, and I'm going to go get some more of these Viseart shadows. Alright guys, so that is pretty much all I have. I hope you guys found this video informative, and if you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Also guys, you can look me up on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, all under Rock Fabulous 40s. Oh, did I mention, am I missing one? Oh yeah, Tumblr. All under Rock Fabulous 40s. Also guys, if you want to be notified of videos that I have uploaded, go ahead and hit the bell down there as well. And also there is a subscribe button down there somewhere. Hit that and you too can rock your fabulous 40s, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.